Another wonderful afternoon to you out there.
And that's a great goal.
Of course, a very lovely Sunday.
On the strike back, and Callum Wilson is off the mark.
Welcome to another new week. And of course, welcome to another exciting edition of Sports Tussle. Game 6 of the first ever Sports Tussle competition. Going live in the studio of Pensioners 106.7 FM. Africa's model. Agbaludio for radio. I like this to say I work without play, Miss Jackie, oh boy. That's everything without sports makes me the dullest guy ever live it. Sports Illuminator, Raymond Todulokwe is saying, good afternoon and welcome aboard to another super edition. Of course, without taking much of our time, we go straight into action. But first, I call on my moderators. Dari is here. Good afternoon, Dari. How are you doing?
Yes, good afternoon.
How was your week?
It went
I hope you are not weak during the week.
Not at all.
So the week did not make you weak.
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay. So happy Sunday to you.
I'm saying to you.
Welcome
to
to the...
listeners as well.
All right. I got Ola. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Ibadan. Good afternoon to everybody listening to us at today. Once again, let's get this going, and I'm sure the Tusslers are ready.
The Tusslers are definitely ready. You heard the voice of my moderator. And of course, the Tusslers are ready. And the first lady to appear on this sport tussle competition is right here in the building. How long will she go? Today we decide. Well, I got Atinuke Esan right here in the building. Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Good afternoon, Raymond. Good afternoon, guys in the studio. Good afternoon, wherever you are listening to us. I'm happy to be here.
Happy to be here, ready for the fire.
We'll see what we can do.
We'll see what we can do. Of course, I've got Abimbola Lawal. Also in the building. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Raymond. Good afternoon to the moderators. Good afternoon to the listeners at home. It's nice being here. Let's get it started.
We are all set for the battle. In case you're just joining us for the very first time, this is Sports Tussle competition. A debate, more than a show. Started September 6th, we end December 27th. The very last Sunday of the year. And of course, today is Game 7. Game 7. And of course, you can watch us live on Facebook, Pensioners FM. Pensioners FM live on Facebook. You'll be seeing everything we're doing here. And of course, you can go to Google Play Store and download our app, Pensioners FM, so that you can listen live anywhere you are in the world. And of course, you can tune into our website www.pensionersfm1067.com www.pensionersfm1067.com and you will be listening to us live. Before we go into today's topic and what we're looking at today, let's do a quick review, a preview of what happened last weekend between Olayewaju Samson and Chibueze Yukaego. On the topic, AC Milan 2003-2004 and of course Juventus 2016-2017. It was a war. Who got the day? A brief audio highlight of what happened last weekend. Just stay tuned. We'll be right back.
The 1-1, and it is a pure failure. 1/3 is G7.
That was 18 that actually won.
they got they
They
achieved a lot.
got to the
Now,
Super Cup
let's say-
second.
now
They
let's
got to
see.
the Champions League
Now let's-
second. They
now let's
only
see.
won the
Let's
they only won the league.
Let's see, they won the league.
And the Coppa
They
Italia.
They won the Coppa Italia. They lost the Super Cup.
Yes.
And they got to the.
See, my brother,
They-
to whom much
this
is
a-
given, much is expected. In that same season, they spent over 300 million pounds on players coming in, and you are telling me
and they sold players.
they
have
only sold
a
one player, which is the Pogba.
They sold more than
Okay,
one.
tell me they have 5 players they sold that same season.
sold
They
more than
only
one.
they only sold a recognized Popoda. Don't
you
tell me
don't
another
have
thing.
recognized.
They were able to bring in
brought
Pjanic,
Pjanic,
they brought in Higuain, they brought in Valencia, they brought in Cuadrado, but brought in Mario Lamina, they brought in Thomas.
They also sold Evra. They sold people who were also team members.
Their net,
who were also-
what is their net income at that season? What is their net
It's
net
not
income?
about Igbese.
My
Igbese
brother,
was
to whom much
what
is given,
matters
much
was
is
that
expected,
they
my
were able to
brother.
achieve.
We were able to win the league with only 3 points, with only 4 points.
That is what a winner is a winner.
A winner is a winner.
Once you have won, you have won.
We'll move straight to the next round. Game 6 of the first ever Sports Thursday competition. Moving to the next round. Okay, allow you to move straight to the next round of the competition. Of course, the judges. Judge 1 gave Larry 73%. And of course, Judge 1 gave Chibwe 66%. Judge 2 gave Larry 70%, and Judge 2 gave Chibwe 50%. And that was a game last weekend. But somebody had to drop down. And Lawal moving straight to the next round. We'll go straight to the next round today.
Over the top for Jamie.
Is it Atinuke or Abimbola? Somebody must qualify for the next round. Somebody must park his load and go back home. What are we looking at today? The battle of two great centre backs.
That's a good goal. And that's a great goal.
Lucio
Bournemouth strikes.
versus
Wilson is off.
Chiellini. Lucio, the Brazilian, played across Inter Milan, Bayern Munich against Italian. Chiellini will be doing a battle this afternoon. And of course, you just have to stay tuned for this battle. And let me get the introduction of the guys before we go straight into a proper battle. Chiellini versus Lucio. 1 minute introduction of the guy you are supporting.
Okay, let me start from here. I go with Lucio. And for Lucio, for those that don't know his full name is Lucima Ferreira da Silva, which is being shortened as Lucio. Lucio is a Brazilian. He's a centre back. He started his career. He's used career at Planatina, that is in Brazil. Then before he moved to Guara, then from Guara to International, then from there to Bayer Leverkusen, from Bayer Leverkusen to Bayern Munich, from Bayern Munich to Inter Milan, from Inter to Juventus, then from Juventus to Sao Paulo, to Palmeiras, to FC Goa, to Gama, to Brasilense, then to Gama, then to Brasilense, where he was, after which he hung his boots. Then he's been nicknamed O Cavallo. And why he's being nicknamed O Cavallo is because of the way he plays his game. Because he's a defender, but he has a very, let me say, a surging and galloping run which he makes going forward, and that's why he's been given the name O Cavallo. And when we are talking about Lucio is a very talented defender. When we talk about the qualities of a defender, he has every qualities. And when I'm talking about these qualities, talking about a defender being tall, is very tall. When talking about tenacity, he's having it. When we're talking about his ability to read game, his physicality, then when we talk about one-on-one, he's an expert. When we talk about heavy marking and able to play from the back, he's an expert as well. When we talk about coordinating the team and what coordinating the defense and what and bringing in leadership into the team, give everything to Lucio.
That's a 1 minute introduction. Lucio. We take Giorgio Chiellini from Atinuke.
Well, good afternoon. I'm supporting Giorgio Chiellini, the best defender has come out of Italy. Some may tend to disagree, but Giorgio Chiellini is a defender who currently plays for Juventus. He has not retired yet. He started his career at Livorno. From Livorno to Roma. When he was at Roma, he went on loan to Fiorentina and also back to Livorno. Then he has been in Juventus since 2005, and where he's still currently playing. Giorgio Chiellini is a defender. He's nicknamed the King Kong, and mostly because of his celebration after his score. I call him an aggressive defender, and he can also play as a left back. So I think a little bit of advantage he has that because he can play as a left back, either in a 3-man or a 4-man defense. He's an aggressive, he's an intelligent defender. Giorgio Chiellini is the kind of defender that composes the other part of his defense in order for a team. You don't win 8 league titles with a team and keep on having the best league defense in the league if you are not good. So I don't think he needs a lot of introduction, but Giorgio Chiellini, best defender in Italy. I don't know about us.
Giorgio Chiellini, best defender in Italy, according to Atinuke. So okay, we'll take a further 3-minute proper breakdown on why Chiellini is better than Lucio, and of course, Lucio is better than Chiellini. So Atinuke, over to you.
Giorgio Chiellini better than Lucio. Number one, consistency. Consistency is the first thing why I believe that Giorgio Chiellini is better than Lucio, because when you look at it, they both played at Juventus. Who was the last man standing? That says a lot about it. Giorgio Chiellini is a better defender. Area balls is better than Lucio. Set piece where you believe, okay, I have a central defender that can score goals and that can even defend very well. He's an aggressive defender, and he's the kind of defender that can also play under pressure. It's kind of he has some leadership qualities in which we all want to see when we have a defender on the pitch. His longevity also stands out for him. When you have a defender that is still in the first team of a team that have won 8 league consecutive titles, he has been that team since 2005. He went back with them when they went to the Serie B and came back, and he was still able to maintain that level of consistency over a long period of time. Giorgio Chiellini is the kind of defender, and he's not an injury prone defender. He's not an he's kind of player that you feel like even in a 38 game season, he can give it 36, 35 and put up his very best, in which you feel that, okay, I have a defender that I can rely on at the back. I have a defender that in a season we may not concede maybe 20, 25 goals, and I have a defender that I even go in front and assist when maybe a set piece is coming in. I have a defender that is very, very consistent day in, day out. He barely makes mistakes. If you have problem in your left back, Giorgio Chiellini is the kind of defender that can fill in that position and say, okay, and that person plays it. And not talk of his titles. Unfortunately, he didn't win the World Cup, but he has second place at the Euros, 8 league titles at Juventus, 4 Super Coppa. He has Coppa Italia, has a lot of other individual awards in which he has. But Giorgio Chiellini, for me, is the kind of defender you want in your team, even at an old age. At the same time, Massimiliano Allegri once called him the best defender in the world. That was his coach then. So he saw something in him for him to come out and say, this guy is the best defender I've ever seen in the world.
Okay. Over to Bimbo.
Now I talk about Lucio. Now, when I was introducing Lucio, I talked about qualities of a defender. Now let's talk about the 5 basic qualities of a good defender. The first thing is what? Defending ability. When it comes to defending ability, if a Jose Mourinho that we all know can trust someone as one of the best centre back that has ever played for him, you know that person is a very, very good defender when it comes to defending abilities. And another thing, when we talk about speed, when we talk about speed, let's list centre back that has been in existence since that has been playing since football came into existence. I can tell you that Lucio will be one of the top 5 when it comes to speed, and that is why he's been named O Cavalo. That's a Portuguese name. That is the horse, which means the horse. That is the surging runs he makes the surging and galloping run, and this is one of the reasons Luis van Gaal was Luis van at Bayern Munich. Luis van Gaal said he doesn't want him because Luis van Gaal is very he was, as in, let me say, he was afraid that a defender that runs that makes forward runs, offensive runs, and still come back, how sure is he that he will be able to he perform his primary duties, which is defending. But talking about speed, Lucio has this speed, and this speed is the main thing that helps him in his his offensive abilities as well. And talk about the third thing is strength. When I talk about strength, Lucio is a type of defender with very high energy. And now let's talk about shooting ability as well. Shot and shooting ability, give it to Lucio. Now let's talk about heading ability. When it comes to heading ability, either you are heading to make clearances for your team, or you are heading when it comes to set pieces, maybe from corners, from free kicks. When we are talking about that, you give it to Lucio, because when you talk about goals, the goals he has scored in his career goals, important goals he has scored, then you give it to him when it comes to heading ability. And let's talk about passing ability. His passing ability is top notch. Now, why am I saying this? Because let me say he's one of the defenders that bring now many coaches want defenders that plays from the back. Let me say Lucio is one of the very first defenders that bring that into existence, because his ability to read the game, his ability to carry his defenders along, his ability to give his midfielders free movement is to distribute the passes, to perform his surgical runs, his surging runs rather, and to add to his team offensively. You give everything to Lucio.
3 minutes proper breakdown why Lucio is better than Chiellini, or Chiellini better than Lucio. The next 10 minutes will be a battle, a back and forth between Atinuke and, of course, Abimbola. The next 10 minutes is a battle. You can watch us live on Pensioners FM, live on Facebook. You can tell someone to tell someone. Listen to us live, www.pensionersfm1067.com, www.pensionersfm1067.com. Okay, we go straight to the battle. Atinuke versus Abimbola. Chiellini versus Lucio.
Now the other time, when Atinuke was developing her point, she mentioned when both Lucio and Chiellini were at Juventus. I'm very prepared for her to mention that. Now, and my reply to her is this: that time Lucio was 34 years old, and Chiellini is 6 years younger than Lucio. And subtracting 6 from 34, I'm not really good at mathematics. That will give us 28. Meaning Chiellini is 28 years. And wait. And
when it comes to football, I don't think age comes into play. A certain Zlatan Ibrahimovic is 39.
no, you can't tell me that. Listen to this. There are some.
You don't come here.
I understand when you are talking about age. We have some players that are special players. We have some players. Wait, listen. Just listen to this. Just listen to this point. We have some players that are what? We have some players that are. Let me say they are special players. Special players in the sense that when it comes to age, the more they age, the more they become better. When you talk about people like Cristiano Ronaldo, people like Cristiano Ronaldo, people like Ibrahimovic, people like some people like that. So when you are telling me that younger,
that's why he's better, or that's why
I didn't say he was better. I said you made mention that.
You shot yourself in the mouth, guys.
No. Just listen to this.
I thought that when
you said when they were together.
You shot yourself by saying no.
When they were together, Lucio was 34, Chiellini was 28, and when Chiellini is 28, when Lucio was interviewed October 1, 2009, Lucio said one of the greatest mistakes of his career is that he signed for Juventus. Reason being that
he met someone that was better than him there.
Now tell me the three defenders that were playing.
Someone that were better than him there. So
is Chiellini the only defender there?
We are talking about Chiellini and Lucio.
Is Chiellini the only defender there?
You said
now we have three defenders.
Even yourself.
Conte was the manager at that time. Conte was the manager at that time.
Chiellini is better than Lucio. You said the biggest regret. When you feel you are under pressure by someone, that's when you start saying, I feel like, because if you met someone better than you there, you have to run.
Now let me give you this. During that time, Lucio was a starter, and when Lucio was a starter, who is the manager of Juventus that time? Manager of Juventus is Antonio Conte, and we know it. Conte will always favor Italian players. Conte will always favor Italian players. Go to everywhere he has coached. Conte will favor Italian players, and let me tell you, that's one of the reasons Lucio was taken to the bench by Conte. I will tell you that, and I will say it over and over again. Conte is the coach, and when it comes to Conte will always favor Italian players. So that is. So now let's talk about Lucio. Let's talk about Lucio. Wait. No,
don't open your phone. No, let us.
I'm not opening. I will open your phone now.
Let us touch on Conte a little. Conte is an Inter. We all see the signings he made. He's not making Italian players his priority in signing. So
now tell me Italian players that you expect him to sign now. Tell me the Italian players you expect him to sign now. Italian players who will not bad to me say Conte must sign. Just tell me the Italian players that are good now that you expect Conte to sign. No, you don't tell me that Lucio. Are you talking? Illuminator, please listen. Illuminator, listen. Are you talking about a Lucio that was the best player in Inter Milan in a team that has Maicon, that has Diego Milito, that has Samuel Eto'o, that has Wesley Sneijder, that has Zanetti, that has Cambiaso, that has someone that. Pirata the whole best Inter player, best Inter player, 2012, age 33. Age 33. Now, age 33. That means the year he won Inter best player. The year he won Inter best player is that same year. Wait, no, just listen to this. No, I'm trying to tell you this. No,
we don't compare Lionel.
I'm not talking about hate.
Ronaldo, but I say Ronaldo is.
I just want to give you this point.
The fact is,
I'm trying to be the point that I said Conte favored. I said favored.
Best player in the league. Oji Nosira brother. Club at the league. Now 20 club. Now with 300 players plus. I mean, because that duro. Bakaseka wata 110. Oga Oji Nosira.
No, listen to the point I'm trying to read. When he won the Pirata de Ho, best player in Inter, that was age 33. That was me.
Stop bringing.
No, wait, just listen to this. Listen to this. That's the same year. That's the same year. That is the same year. The end of that season is when he went. He's not consistent. Now he's not consistent. He's not consistent. But when you're talking about Bayern Leverkusen or best 11. Bayern Leverkusen all best 11. You can find that Bundesliga.com. Bayern Leverkusen all-time 11.
How many people know Bayern Leverkusen in world of football? We are talking of the
Bayern Leverkusen.
I'm talking of the
wait. Are you talking about the new beast? Are you talking about the new beast that starts? Are you talking about the new beast, or you are talking about people that start watching football from the 70s, from the 80s?
Starts in Juve. So it's not about newbies. Chelsea starts in football in Juve.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. Because a player will be in all-time 11. All-time 11 of a club. All-time 11 of a club. All-time 11 of a club. My sister, you don't get it. You don't get it on the
Chiellini is not in all-time 11. Oh yeah, let us put the two clubs together. Who has more achievement? If you want to bring club and say because it's in all-time level, Chiellini is all-time.
Now you don't big club. You don't big a player that spends a player that plays 80% of his career, 80% of his career in a team. I don't rate him. I don't rate Chiellini anyway. One of the reasons I don't rate Chiellini is because he is never out of Italy, and that is because his game pattern, his game play is never up to that of Intercontinental. He's never up to international standards.
Now Barcelona, he wants his balloon the other Ronaldo that is living and going everywhere.
But
so
now,
just listen to this. That's a man that was a mainstay.
I love the Messi.
That was the mainstay.
I love the Messi you bring up. Listen to this. I love
week out. This man does not.
I love the Messi you bring in now. Now Messi that you bring in. Messi was staying in Barcelona.
You can't tell
everybody
me
knows Messi. Everybody wants to bring Messi to their team. But we're talking about Chiellini. Nobody was coming for him. All
those years is spent. Those years is spent in Juve. Tell me those teams that comes with. Now tell me. A Lucio that won World Cup, a Lucio that won United Champions League. Now tell me,
you don't tell me that.
Champions League Melo, only Kelly win.
Champion does not define best. Certain Ronaldo Delima never had Champions League. It does not define your word best.
Are you telling me that? Now tell me, why did he win? Why did he win with his international team? I mean with Italy. With his national team.
Messi has not won anything. Don't come and bring in all these arguments with what I want.
Messi not winning anything.
We are talking about your level. That's why we are not talking about. We are talking about your level.
No, you mentioned trophies. That's why I tried to bring that. You mentioned. You are talking about 8 consecutive Italian Serie A. Italian Serie A that we know is being dominated. Italian Serie A that we know is being dominated by teams. There was a time Milan was dominating. Then when Mourinho was at Inter dominated for those 3 years. Then
you are talking about someone dominating for 8 years. Then this guy was a mistake.
And how many years? The 3 years Lucio used.
How many years? The 3 years
Lucio used at Italy.
Chiellini is better than Lucio.
You can't tell me ahead of Chiellini.
Chiellini is an aggressive defender, and because he's aggressive, it does not mean he's an aggressive defender, and he's not the Sergio Ramos kind of aggressive defender that will be using aggression to collect yellow card and red card. Chiellini is kind of aggressive defender that knows when right to go into tackles, so that it does not fall into all this kind of thing. You can't come and tell me what is there.
Lucio beat FIFA record by playing 386 minutes, 386 consecutive minutes without conceding a foul. Now tell me your own Chiellini.
Without conceding a foul, what is the work of the defender? That's why you don't concede foul. Kò lọ fún wọn náà nìyẹn. Kò lọ ọ̀pá ìdíbàdìbà nice today. Oya you go to the court. No, that's the thing. Kò lọ fún foul yẹn.
You are talking about.
You don't concede a foul. You are talking about
defending with brain. Defending with technicality. Defending with what? With your brain.
Have you watched Chiellini? Do you know the joy you will find in watching Chiellini?
Do you know the joy you find in this
you calling that name majestically? Oh, so you pè ní Chiellini lásán wàá pè tán Gio. As in Oga, Ojina.
Why you say this? Why you say this?
Ojina, Oga, Ojina sira, Ojina sira. Ṣé forward you can tell me, Oga.
How will you
can't compare now because
why will you compare? Because Lucio is always ahead of Chiellini. Let's talk about the best defenders in the world. Right from the start of
and
football, Chiellini will never be there. Chiellini will never ever be there.
Thank God they are not the ones doing it.
We have moderators in this room. Let's tell them that they should bring up that 10 best defenders of all time. They will tell you that they will not say it because they know it's the truth and they will not want to sign it because they will now as if they are signing
it. It's not the truth now because you are not talking the truth.
As if you yourself and they are against you because they are a lady.
You gave me twins. No, don't use my gender yet. Don't use my gender. Don't use my gender yet.
They will think we are against you.
Yourself
we are talking about reality and we are being realistic.
You are giving 2 instances why Chiellini is better. You said he went to Juve. He said, rárá o, mi lè dúró síbi ọmọ rẹ̀ tó dáa jù mí lẹ́jẹ̀ máa lọ.
Are you talking about?
And he left.
And that was a battle. Man, you love my ears. And that was a battle. I told you it's more than a show. And this is fire. Game 7. Sport Tussle competition. 29. We have to stay calm. And of course, quickly, I saw the phone lines buzzing. Definitely there will be a time to pick the calls. But we have to go on a quick break just to calm our nerves down. Enjoy some music, some bars, punch lines. When we come back, we're going to be taking calls, WhatsApp, reading messages on Facebook, of course on Twitter. You can go straight on Twitter and tweet at us at Sports Tussle. Who does it better? Is it Atinuke or Bimbo? They are voting based on the performance of the Tusslers. Is it Atinuke or Abimbola? They go straight at Sports Tussle. And of course, tweet at us Let me give you this WhatsApp number so that I can keep voting. 090-2672-1042 and 090-2672-1042. I keep sending your vote to that number, and of course at Sports Tussle on Twitter. Quickly, we go on a quick musical break, and this one is I'll Take You Away, a bookie featuring Four Corners. I'll Take You Away. Who takes away today's game? So we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
When we go to the place
the only limitations are the only ones that we want to see. To everyone going astray, put your hands in mine and let me take you away. That was BOUQUI Bookie featuring Four Corners on that one. Beautiful track. I'll try to take you away. Welcome back to Sports Tussle. It has been a super duper fire first part of the show. We are Atinuke, Esan and Abimbola Lawal. I've been doing battle, defending Lucio and of course Chiellini. At this point in time, it will be time to open the phone lines. But who does it better? Who is the better Tussler? Who takes this one away? Bimbo or Atinuke? At 090-81-11-1067, 090-81-11-1067, or 080-8010-1067, or 080-8010-1067. You can also send me messages on WhatsApp, 090-2672-1042, 090-2672-1042. Lucio versus Chiellini, Abimbola versus Atinuke. Okay, let me pick this one from Samuel Ario. Well, good evening, Raymond. Kudos to Bimbo and Atinuke so far. But Bimbo surprisingly scored a critical own goal during the tussle. Hence, my vote goes to Atinuke. J-Sam giving up his vote to Atinuke on that one. At 090-81-11-1042, at 090-81-11-1067, or 080-8010-1067. You can also tweet at us at Sports Tussle on Twitter. At Sports Tussle on Twitter. Before we take more votes, another round of 2 minutes for Atinuke and of course Abimbola. Chiellini versus Lucio. Atinuke versus Abimbola. The moderators want to hear you again. 2 minutes. Now they look with that.
Okay, let me come with Lucio. Now, the other time I was giving some stats, I said Lucio played 386 minutes without conceding a foul, despite the physicality of his game, despite being a defender being an offensive defender that goes forward and that comes back to defend. And now let's talk about the game. He played 545 games. He had 41 goals. He has 28 assists from a defender. You know those are outrageous. And what about the goals he scored? They are not just anyhow goals. They are important goals. And everywhere he has, everywhere he has gone, he has been a winner. He has always been what? He has always been a winner. At Bayer Leverkusen, because of his brilliant performances, that was why Bayern Munich had to buy him. And once Bayern Munich buy him, he was able to help them marshal their defense. Then from Bayern Munich, before he now moved to Inter, whereby he won a Champions League and several other trophies with Mourinho there. And he had just 3 own goals. 3 own goals all his career. He scored 3 own goals. And all his career, he has 73 yellow cards. 73 yellow cards, and he has 3 straight red cards, and he has in total trophies of 19 trophies, and those 19 trophies he had 4 that he won with Brazil. He had 4 trophies that he won with Brazil. Then he won trophies with Bayern Munich, with Inter Milan, and so on and so forth. So when I talk about Lucio talk about everything to make a complete defender, to make a leader, talk about everything that makes a complete defender and a complete leader. Give everything to Lucio.
Talk about everything that makes a complete defender and a complete leader. Give everything to Lucio. Atinuke, over to you.
Well, Chiellini is the kind of defender that takes, like I said earlier on, I said is an aggressive defender. Even as an aggressive defender that he is, he's not the kind of aggressive defender that goes in for fouls and commits silly. But at the end of the day, a defender must do what he is prompt to do, which is to defend, and that is what Chiellini does better. There's a lot of things Chiellini does in which he does better. Apart from, there's a lot that we expect from a defender. A defender needs to be able to command his defense. He needs to be able to talk to them and know, okay, you go there. That's kind of person. He's a leader in the defense. It's not just kind of defender you can just say. He's a leader in defense. And a defender, you don't need to, for me, like we always say, you don't need to go everywhere for people to know that you are a very, very good defender. Chiellini was in the Serie A team of the year for 5 consecutive years. In a league where you just need to name 4 people to form a defense. In a league where you just need to name 4 people to say, okay, let us form a defense. It was in the Serie A team of the year for 5. So even the defender of the year, like I was telling him, he didn't win the defender of the year just once. He won it 3 times. 3 times. And the fact that those awards, it's not that he won it here, he not win it here. You don't, even with his country, Chiellini was amazing. It was in the UEFA team of the year 2012 Euros. It was in the UEFA team of the year. So it's not just the kind of player that just play for the club. And there are some players that even when you win trophy with your country, you are just there, just like play 10 minutes and get a medal. Chiellini has always been a mainstay in everywhere he gets to. Chiellini has always been a mainstay. Even the 5th Pro was in the second team in 2017. It was in the second team of the 5th Pro in 2017. So Chiellini has a lot to prove that, okay, apart from being, we don't want people to see me as the Juventus kind of person that just play in one team. He has gone, even when it goes for international competition, he comes up with the goods and I could remember a match they played against Tottenham in the Champions League. Chiellini virtually won the man of the match for Juventus with that match, where he won the most tackles, he won everything. So he's someone that can do both home and away, both in the club side and international stage, kind of defender that you can expect to give you a very good performance when he's being called upon.
Before I take messages, in case you're not watching, Everton, 42 minutes, 2-0 down, away to Southampton. You are surprised that. Of course, it is what it is at the moment. I've been scoring through James Ward-Prowse and of course Che Adams in that one. Will Everton have a chance to come back? We're here to see. Also, in Formula 1, the Portuguese Grand Prix, we might be seeing Lewis Hamilton creating and breaking the 91 record. Apparently, he's leading 51 laps of 66, and Lewis Hamilton is first at the moment, followed by Valtteri Bottas and of course Max Verstappen. But we'll see if at the end of the day he's going to cut this one away. But it's still sports Tussle. I got this one from Fadu the Lie. He said, hello, Illuminator. Atinuke Esan all the way. It's just too much, just countering the man. Should I to put this one as a Chelsea fan? Okay, let me read this as well. Up Chelsea, we never get coach. I don't think Van Lampard will stay long at Chelsea. Looking forward to his exit. That's a side one. Okay, I got this one from Toby. I vote for Atinuke Esan. Toby all the way from Monia. All WhatsApp messages. 3 votes for Atinuke so far. Okay, I got this one from Mike Dami. He said I vote for Atinuke. And I got this one from the man who call himself Messiano. He said I vote for Man of Grace. Talking about Lawal Abimbola. At 090-8111-1067, 09081111067 or 08080101067. 08080101067. Okay, just like that, we have one or two questions for the Tuslers.
No, bro, I just want to just correct them or something.
Okay.
Yes, the first thing I want to just talk about was concerning what Abimbola said the other time. He said that the best 10 defenders of all time that
Lucio.
Was, I mean, Cellini wasn't there. Likewise, Lucio, I just want to correct you that both of them, they weren't there. That both Lucio and Cellini, they are not among the top 10. And the one I want to correct Atinuke of was, there was the time she said Cellini had 9 league titles. I mean, eight league titles, but it is 9. They actually had 9, not 8. Then he also said something concerning Juventus that Cellini started his career at Juventus. No, he started at Livorno.
No, I didn't say Juventus.
He later said Juventus. I heard it clearly, yes. But it was Livorno. He started
and
from
I said he
Livorno.
went on loan.
I think he said it went on loan too.
So I said he went on loan. I didn't say.
Okay,
Juventus.
that's just what I want to just clarify anyway.
Okay, some clarification there in case of any form of wrong statistics. Of course.
And even the clarification, I'm sorry, it's not that. I said 8 consecutive.
Okay.
I made 8 consecutive.
All right, Ola. Maybe you have one or two questions for the Tuslers.
All right. Atinuke, a quick one. A lot of Cellini's mates, teammates, in as much as we credit him for being sturdy, being the best defender, blah blah blah, a lot of his teammates have come out and questioned his leadership abilities. He released a book, I think that was in May, where he blasted most of his ex-players.
Especially Balotelli and Otomelo.
Blasted Balotelli, blasted Felipe Melo, blasted Arturo Vidal, and a lot of his ex-teammates have come out and questioned how he leads the team. Now, he's a very good defender. But to you, as a leader, as the captain, doesn't this tarnish his image? Because a defender, a leader that cannot galvanize the team. In fact, some of his ex-teammates said his current teammates should watch out that when he retires, when he leaves that team, he's going to say a lot of rubbish about them. So, don't you think that looking at this phenomenon, there is a comma in the greatness of Jojo Cellini?
Well, for me, life itself, for everything you do in life, you can't be perfect. There's always have to be that switch where you feel like, where people feel like, and even you yourself will know that, okay, this place is a bit rough for me. So I don't think, even if some ex-players are coming out say that yes, Jojo Cellini was not the best in terms of leadership quality, I feel like there are some that can also still come out and say, oh yes, he did very well. So it's a matter of 52 kind of choice, and nobody's perfect. So that is weak link then.
Okay.
All right. Man of grace. You said you made a point of which if I was your contestant, I would have hammered you a lot. He said it was good, but he used to run forward every time. Actually, run forward. And that was the main reason Van Gaal sold him. Because if you I don't know if you watched the World Cup in 2002 when England played against Brazil, he did that mistake again. And they punished them, though England could not. Yeah, Owen scored that goal. That was a major reason why the Van Gaal could not use him in that squad. So Lucio was good. Lucio was very fantastic, but Lucio was a very, very loose defender. Or do you think or do you agree, or you think that was just a minor flaw?
Okay, what I would say as regard that is this. Like what I said he make surging runs forward. and he has the speed to recover. But sometimes, if probably the opponent take advantage of that, it happens, and that cannot be blamed on him alone, being that we always have two center backs. So, and the partner should always cover up for someone like that. So, but if probably that happens sometimes, it happens in football. But that quality, one of the qualities that made Van Gaal to sell him, is one of the qualities that make Mourinho to get him. And that was why the following season he won the Champions League with Inter Milan.
Okay. I think 51 already. I think we should start collating the results. While the judges collate the results, back to the Portuguese Grand Prix. And of course, it's over. Lewis Hamilton has made a record 92nd Grand Prix wins. Lewis Hamilton is writing the F1 history books at 35 years of age. He has taken the outright record of race win ever in Formula One. A big congrats to the Brit, the only black man in Formula One as a driver. And of course, he was followed by his teammate Valtteri Bottas. Max Verstappen was third. Charles Leclerc of Ferrari was fourth. Pierre Gasly was fifth. These are the top five. And Vettel actually finished 10 in case you're asking what number. Okay, that is that on Formula One. Of course, in England, Southampton 2-0 lead over Everton half-time at the moment. We had James Ward-Prowse and of course Che Adams putting Southampton up 2-0 up. Later in the day, Wolverhampton Wanderers will be hosting Newcastle United, and of course the match of the night will be Arsenal against Leicester City. In Spain, in 90 plus 2 minutes, Real Valladolid against Deportivo Alaves. Alaves leading 2-0. Other games tonight, we'll see Cadiz against Villarreal, Getafe against Granada, Real Sociedad against SD USK. In Germany, VfL Wolfsburg against Arminia Bielefeld. Wolfsburg leading 2-0 permanently. Werder Bremen will be hosting Hoffenheim later in the day. And of course in Italy, Cagliari 4-2 win over Crotone. Simiwako Crotone losing 2-4 away to Cagliari. Of course, they got a red card in that one. Lucas Igarini getting a red card for Crotone. Benevento apparently, surprisingly, leading Napoli by a long goal half-time score. Parma losing at home to Spezia 1-2 half-time also. Fiorentina will play against Udinese later in the day. And of course, the last match of the day in Italy will see Juventus against Hellas Verona. Of course, we await the result in a jiffy to know who takes this game away, Atinuke Esan or Abimbola Lawal. The verdict is out. And this reminds me of the game between Mike Dami and of course Oluwatobiloba. That the difference was just 1.5. And today we're having a similarity. A similar. I don't know even if I should announce the score first. Or the winner or whoever crashes out. Because this is so close. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Ladies and gentlemen, crashing out and moving to the next round. Even my own myself, they caught. Okay, moving to the next round of this Game 7 of the first ever sports Tussle competition. 2.5% was the difference. Judge 1 gave Lucio 51%. Judge 1 gave Chiellini 57%. Judge 2, this is where the game goes. Crashing out is, ladies and gentlemen, the woman keeps her place in the competition. Tied on points with Judge 2 at 64%, 57.5% to Lucio at the end of the day, and of course 60.5% to Chiellini at the end of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, Atinuke Esan retains and qualifies to the next round of the sports Tussle competition, while Abimbola Lawal crashes out. So close. It was a battle. It was a battle. No, it was a battle. I'm speechless.
We ourselves,
But that was fantastic. We have to go, guys, because of the next program. Abimbola, and of course, so thanks for coming on board today.
Thanks for having us.
It's a pleasure.
Okay, definitely. Of course, my moderators are Dari. Let's see, BY on the show today. Of course, I'm prepared for next week. Thanks for coming, Dari.
You're welcome. Meet you guys next week Sunday.
Okay. Hola.
Yeah, good back to you once again. Look forward to game 8, the last game in the first round. It will be epic. Thanks for joining us.
Of course, that is the side of the package today. What about it was just 2.5% between both, and that was just it. What a game. Like I used to say, sport is life, always endeavor to exercise your heart. Many times to my producer, Babatunde Tiamiyo. And of course, I remain in Raymond. So do not with the sports Illuminator. Don't forget by tomorrow by 8 a.m. Join my main man Idris Abiola on Sports Spectra. He's going to take you around everything in the world of sport. Good afternoon. I wish you a very, very good and of course safe week. I'm out.